Welcome back to Two Film Buffs, and here are the best movie sacrifices. Darth Vader saves Luke by killing the Emperor. Well, at least he'd done that job for like a good few years.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yep, the Star Wars franchise is never living down that moment. But as far as movie sacrifices go, this is one of the most iconic. With Darth Vader being one of the most evil villains that we had seen on TV and film to that date, to show that he had a redemption story really just made all fans around the world just absolutely fall in love with Darth Vader, and he actually ended up becoming the hero of the story. It was a beautiful moment where if you had watched the prequels and watched Anakin basically grow up from a little kid to becoming so evil, and then to turn back on the person that kind of made him so evil and turn him into this horrible person, it just made everything worth the while. And also I can imagine like where he was seeing Luke being electrocuted by the Emperor, it brought him back to that moment of where the Emperor was electrocuting Mace Windu and ultimately killed him, which turned Anakin into Darth Vader, and it was this electrocuting moment that turned Darth Vader back into Anakin. Up next we have We Are Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I don't really think I could name a more heartbreaking sacrifice in movies. I mean, what is it about these characters that have near to minimum to no dialogue? I mean, all he says is, I am Groot, and he can change it in so many brilliant ways, and we just understand kind of what he's saying just from his facial expressions and his demeanor. Obviously, just before his sacrifice, Rocket is crying and he wipes away his tear, which is just heartbreaking, even just to think about it. And then he utters the words to Rocket, "We are Groot," instead of his usual "I am Groot," which pretty much just said that we are family. It was just such a beautiful moment, especially in that movie that was kind of light-hearted and kind of taking the piss out of itself. It just wasn't taking itself seriously really as a Marvel movie, and I think that is what those Marvel movies needed at that certain time. Up next we have Russell Case in Independence Day. Now, I know that this one isn't really as heartbreaking as the other entries on this list, but still it deserves to be up here just as many as the others. Throughout the movie, and apparently throughout his life, Russell Case has been kept to be kinda like the village idiot, with no one believing him that he was abducted by aliens. He claims that they abducted him, probed him, and done different experiments on him before leaving him back on Earth. Once the alien invasion comes, Russell is one of the first to jump into a jet fighter to try and take him out. Realizing that they're losing the avian battle between the aliens, he decides to turn his jet straight upwards and fly straight into the main ship, leaving us with possibly one of the most quotable sacrifices in cinema history.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Up next, I Am Iron Man, Avengers Endgame. Now this sacrifice had everything. Brilliant actor, brilliant scene, huge amounts at stake. Obviously it was during the final battle of Endgame, it was just crazy enough with all the stuff going on. And then finally Tony Stark gets the gauntlet and the stones off of Thanos. You can see that the radiation from these stones is absolutely crippling him already. And he's just trying to breathe heavily. And after Thanos says the words,
I am inevitable,
Tony's only response is,
I am Iron Man.
and it was just brilliant to hear that those were like his last words in the original Iron Man movie, and then just basically come full circle. And it was like when he first said it to be like I am Iron Man was kind of like a bragging, boasting thing, and now it was kind of like, no, I am Iron Man because I am the one to save this planet. And it honestly was. He saved like the whole planet, and it was beautiful. I mean, after when he had his sad death when he was slowly dying, and you had like Peter Parker there and his wife there and all these other Avengers just sad at the loss of their true leader. And I say true leader because Iron Man is the true leader of the Avengers and Marvel. This sacrifice honestly shocked me because I just didn't think that Marvel really had the balls to do this. And I mean, to kill off their main guy. I mean, did it work too well in like hindsight perspective? No, I don't think so, because really they need Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. to come back into Marvel. I mean, at the moment it looks like Deadpool and Wolverine with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are going to help fix the MCU, but you need Iron Man. So god damn it guys, just bring Iron Man back. Before we finish this list, there's going to be a quick run of some honourable mentions. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, IG-11 in The Mandalorian Season 1, Captain Miller Saving Private Ryan, And finally, at the top of our list for our #1 sacrifice in all the movies, the Terminator, Terminator 2, the lava pit. Now, I can't tell you how many times I cried at this as a child because I just loved the Terminator. And yes, I was not supposed to be watching this movie at such a young age, but I did because I absolutely loved Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Terminator. But yeah, just seeing him lowered slowly into the lava just always absolutely broke my heart. Actually, we've done a video about this. If you haven't seen it, go check it out now. The link is right down below. But yeah, again, as stakes go in a movie, the Terminator is sacrificing his robot self to stop Judgment Day from fully happening again. Even though it doesn't, but that's just other films to retcon that in. But yeah, he does it to stop Judgment Day from happening again in the future, to obviously destroy all types of remnants of the Terminator robots. But yes, everything about this scene is just so sad. From John Connor crying to losing his type of father figure and friend and like savior hero, to even seeing Sarah Connor show some emotion towards this robot that she's pretty much been fighting her whole life against and knows that she's going to be fighting her whole future against. The Terminator himself somewhat shows some type of emotions. He wipes away John's tears and then says, "I know why you cry." It is just so sad. It's like no one wanted him to go down there. It's just so sad. Even the Terminator theme tune goes to that kind of sad, sombering thing, and it's just wow. But my God, what an amazing sacrifice and what a brilliant, brilliant movie. But that's all we got time for today, guys. Thanks for watching that video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Did you like our list? Are there any sacrifices that I forgot? I'm sure there are, and I'm sure you're gonna let me know in the comments down below. So we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.